Welcome to your daily focus for December the 14th, 2022. Today is going to be a difficult day. Today is going to be a hard day to get motivated. And we'll talk about how to remedy this energy so it works for us going forward. Let me start at the beginning though. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. The 14 energy. We'll start there. Now, are well versed in the 14 energy because Temperance has been coming up for about a week now. So, Temperance is the 14 energy in the tarot deck, and so we've been talking all about the 14 energy. It's about finding balance in your life, celebrating the unique you, and bringing life together as you see fit for yourself in your own unique pattern, ways, habits, behaviors. And don't hide any part of that. If you possibly, it's about a time to embrace the unique you. And just because they say, 9 out of 10 doctors approve this, it doesn't mean you might be the one where it just doesn't work for you. So why have it in your life? It's just something. It's just something so that, peer pressure, right? When somebody says, oh, you don't have that yet? You want to keep up with the Joneses, whatever it may be, okay? So it's really about finding your own balance, okay? Some people feel that they need to meditate at least an hour a day in order to feel balanced and strong and secure and confident. Other people, it's 5 minutes or it's 10 minutes or it's in different parts of the day or it's in different ways. Maybe they journal. Maybe they just go for a walk and let their minds wander a little bit. Have conversations seemingly with yourself, whatever that may be for you, okay? So it's finding the perfect balance for you. Some people need 6 hours sleep. Some people need 8. Some people need 10. So look at what works for you. And then build on your strengths. Don't worry, the weaknesses will fall away when you build on your strengths. So 1 plus 4 is a 5. And if we do the numerology of the day, it is a 14 as well, which boils down to a 5 again. So we'll just discuss each of the numbers once. But know that the energy in the numerology is extra potent right now. And it has been since the beginning of the month. Because the numerology that we talk about, the 14th being the 14th day, also adds up to a 14, right? December is a 12, so 3, 1 plus 2. 14 is a 5, and then 2022 is a 6. So 3 plus 5 plus 6 is a 14. We bring it down to a single digit, unless it's a master number, and it's 1 plus 4 is a 5. And 5 is about your creativity. 5 is about your independence. 5 is about creativity, play, happiness, joy, celebration, laughter, giggles, dancing. And making sure that we have that in our lives and that we're putting it in our lives. Also, 5 energy can be quite the busy time for us. A lot of things could come at us that we have to deal with and not have much time to deal with it before we're on to the next thing. Sun is in Sagittarius. The moon, by the time most of us are up, the moon will have moved into Virgo. So it's under a full moon. It's about cleaning out the closets, getting rid of the clutter, donating it perhaps, making it somebody else's treasure. It's about our health and well-being and taking steps to step into a better lifestyle. More health conscious, more aware of what you're eating, what you're not eating, what you're partaking in, what you should and shouldn't be. Anything that is excessive, you want to pull back. Everything in moderation. My mom always said, everything in moderation is just fine. That's the 14 energy again. Everything in moderation. But, it's like having one slice of cake or eating the cake, Everything in moderation won't hurt you. But when we take it to the excessive limits, so maybe it's pulling back on some of those things. We are in full moon energy right now, so it's a beautiful time to switch up habits, try some on, see what works, what doesn't work. Know that you probably won't have staying power in it for the first couple of weeks, and be acceptant of that and be okay with it. Like, don't say, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I've made it through almost the whole day and I didn't go by the guidelines I set for myself. I completely forgot today." You're going to. You're going to under the full moon, because it's more about endings and completions before you want to really embrace new beginnings and new starts. But try them on. See what you like and don't like. So that when that new moon hits, you can say, "I'm going to do it this way." Your unique self once again. Sun and Neptune are arguing up in that sky. So we may feel insecure today. We may be finding that we're apologizing for everything today. Like it's our fault personally that the store, they're not opening up the store 5 minutes earlier, or, like guilty, maybe some kind of inner guilt or shame makes you hold back and not be the person that you should be, pulls you down, weighs you down. It's going to be really hard to get motivated today. Now also watch your integrity today, okay? Do not overstretch the truth in any way. Sun in Sagittarius, we can be it's very easy to actually kind of grow the story just a little bit more so it's more interesting. Not meaning any harm, but then it will come back to haunt you. So it's about your word is your bond, and make sure that whatever you are saying to somebody else is something, especially if it's about somebody else, that you would say in their presence as well, okay? What else can I tell you about Sun and Neptune? Now, Neptune is a very spiritual planet. Okay, so if we start to lose a little bit of faith in ourselves or our goals or what we're going to get done today, the best refueling we can do is actually to pull it back. And I would almost say, even if you did little ceremonies or little prayers or little meditations or, something about connecting with God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe, the cosmos, Mother Earth, your higher self. And just taking a deep breath and connecting, that will actually recharge your batteries better than anything else I can tell you to do today. I'm going to tell you, just get moving and stuff. You're not going to want to. You're not going to want to get motivated. Of course, with the 5 energy, if we turn on the music a little bit louder, we start dancing, we start singing, we'll get the things done, especially if you're doing things around the house and stuff. Okay? Perfect time. Maybe put the earbuds in and go about it that way. Whatever works for you, okay? So it's a time that we can increase with Neptune being a part of it, even though the sun is the I am, okay? Neptune being a part of it is about our spirituality and getting in touch with our inner selves, looking within for our answers, okay? Giving yourself those little spiritual pep talks about you are great, you are worthy, you are deserving. Say these things to yourself today. Say thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, my angels, my spirit guides, for protecting me, for keeping me safe, for showing me the way forward. Even when I don't pay attention, you wait for me. So thank you. Okay, so, and we'll struggle with where we're going and what we're doing, and it's just, we feel insecure in some ways today, okay, with Sun and Neptune. So tap into your spirituality in whichever way you do. If you journal, if you do a gratitude of affirmations, have a simple talk with yourself, like a little pep talk, like you're going into the rally but you're just going to start your day. Those things work. Stand in the Superman pose. I haven't told you that in a while, right? 5 minutes, set a timer. First time you do it, 5 minutes is going to seem like about 25 minutes. It's going to drive you insane, but stand there anyways, okay? And just do the Superman pose. The one where he stands on his hips with his hands on his hips and the cape is fluttering in the background and looks straight ahead. Okay. There's a book about it. I think they did it on Grey's Anatomy For those of you who watch Grey's Anatomy, apparently there is an episode where they stand in the Superman pose before going into surgery and just envisioning. Okay, so you are envisioning what you want maybe your day to roll out to be like, or maybe you're going to look 10 years down the road to your best life ever. Because it's going to take some time to get there, right? It took us this long to get here, so it's going to be a bit of a journey for some of us, and that's okay, because we know at the end of it, right? It's like writing a book. Okay, if you just hope that you're going to jump from here into your best life ever, possibilities of that, I mean, they're still there. I believe in magic. I believe in just things coming out of the blue and just changing your life forever in a positive, a beneficial way. But there's also the negative to that, right? Of trying to jump and trying to leap. And if we're not ready for the jump or the leap, it's just not going to stick. You know that, and I know that. So it's one step at a time. But whatever you are envisioning, a day, a year, a week, a conversation that you need to have, and see it play out the way you want it to play out. Well, Venus and Saturn, they're arguing today too, okay? So we might be emotionally distant today, okay? So if you are approaching somebody and you're wondering why they're a little standoffish, it's just the energy. It's nothing personal. They don't even know they're doing it, okay? Just be patient. Just love them anyways. Love them back. And tomorrow will be a new day. And we won't be having this anymore. And then Mercury and Chiron are talking together. So once again, that brings in doubt. That brings in doubt about ourselves, about what we think about, our problems and being able to find solutions. So today isn't a solution solving kind of day where we're going to be able to get that aha moment or that epiphany. So the best thing we can do is imagine that beauty coming into our lives and not really strategizing on it, not making the plan on it. But so the Superman pose, just stand there and see your day roll out. People smile and wave. They stop so that you can cross, whatever it may be. Okay, let's get to the cards. Enough chit chat. Okay, our shadow card is, I can't believe I almost forgot it. Look at this, Page of Swords. We might be a little spontaneous today. That could be a good thing. That could be a bad thing. So it all depends on the situation. Sag kind of brings out that spontaneity in us, but just be careful if you were going to spread gossip today, or you were going to... What else goes with today? Just not being able to get motivated, I guess, and just doing something for the sake of doing something. And it was definitely the wrong thing to choose because you didn't think it through. Okay, so just take a moment, take a deep breath, take it back, go to your spiritual moment. Okay, and it's ceremony. I never even went to that, but just saying just making it a little bit more formal. Okay, giving it some substance. So that could be closing your eyes, taking a couple of deep breaths first. That could be looking up into the skies. That could be putting your hand on your heart to connect with yourself, your higher self. Or it could be something elaborate. You have an altar, you light the candles. It could be the whole, you dress up for the 20-minute meditation. You look really good. And they don't really see you anyways, so don't do that. Okay, Page of Swords. Page of Swords is also spontaneous, but also the veil is very thin when the Page of Swords shows up. So we can talk to God, our angels. We can bring in that confidence we need, that strength we need. So be careful with the Page of Swords. We might want to just step into something and just say, oh, Tilly told me to think about this first. And it might be a great thing to step into, but you just want to give it that pause, that moment, okay? That moment of silence before you actually act on it, okay? Long term, short term, how is this going to play out? Watch your words today. Watch your interactions today. And people will probably be a little standoffish today. That's okay. They won't be tomorrow. Queen of Pentacles is first. It's about knowing who you are. This is our quest today. understanding ourselves. Now, it might be with the 14 energy, understanding the balances we need to bring into our life in different areas, whether it's our relationships or work or career or within the community or spirituality, health and well-being. You know, the list, I can put a whole bunch of things out there for you to try and understand where you want to bring in balance. And of course, when we take from one, we give to another automatically. So where are we pushing that energy to, perhaps, or that time or that resource? This is knowing that we've been through the storms, that we've got this now, that any challenge that comes our way, we're strong enough now to go forward in our unique selves and being very comfortable with yourself, being comfortable being in your own skin, so to speak. Knowing that you're beautiful, knowing that you are, and I mean that male, female, or in between, it doesn't matter to me, you're beautiful. Each and every one of us, we bring special talents, abilities, magic to the table with us. We all come with a toolbox. And know that you have talents. Know that you have abilities. 5 of Cups. So here's the insecurity. Here's the I feel guilt. I feel shame. I feel failure. I'm just not good enough. I'm not going to be able to do this. I tried this once before. What was I thinking of? They've left me. Now I'm all alone. And you're looking at the negative. It's so easy to be pulled into the negative energy today, to allow yourself to go down that rabbit hole. And we own our thoughts. So when you catch that, what do? Stop, delete, cancel, no. Right? And then we project what we want, almost back to that Superman pose again. But we don't even have to get into that Superman pose. Sometimes we're laying in bed. Sometimes we're watching a movie and our mind drifts off. We go into trance. That's exactly what you do, by the way. So pay attention to that. Turn around. There are 2 goblets, 2 cups sitting right there that you're not even looking at. Look at you. You're pulling the blanket over you. Oh, I'm not feeling so good today. It's insecurities. It's fears. It's anxieties. It's guilt. It's shame. It's remorse. These are the things that we're going to be concentrating on if we don't catch ourselves. So we need to keep it very front and center today, that we're not going to allow that energy in. And what are we going to do to combat it? We're just going to go within for a second. We're just going to take a deep breath and say thank you. Thank you to everybody I named this morning and those I forgot to name. I thank you all. Thank you. And then open your eyes and see the beauty of the world. Look for the beauty, the happiness, the joy, the giggles. Remember that 5 energy. The 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords. We're trying to make decisions and choices, and this is going within. We wear a blindfold. We won't find the answers out there today. They're just not going to be out there. First of all, everybody's a little standoffish. You ask them a personal question, they're like, why are you asking? So there's no sense in kind of going out there and trying to do that kind of stuff. Yesterday, I believe, was the day for that. Don't worry, it'll come again if you didn't do it. But this has a lot of emotion to it. So maybe the decisions that you have to make will make a lot of people unhappy, or just a few people unhappy, or just that special person that you really want to make happiest the most miserable because of the decision you have to make, the choice you have to make, perhaps. Which way you're going to bend. Which way you're going to surrender to. Which area you're going to let go of control of. Which way you're going to step into a new habit, a new behavior. A new job. Okay, let's go to a mantra card. And if you're ever looking for affirmations, I mean, I do have the affirmation video, but I usually have it pop up for you at the end, so look for it. But really, it is, and yes, if you listen to it, I know there's several that actually listen to it, practically at least once or twice a week, and that's great, and I thank you for that, and it's such a compliment when you do those things. But what I'd really like you to do is get out a piece of paper and a pen and just write down a few of the affirmations that resound with you the best. Okay, and make them your own and start saying them. Okay, sometimes we forget, so I haven't reminded you in quite some time. So, just it's what, 8-10 minutes of just consistent different affirmations that you can say, really. And so when those little thoughts come in, you say no, then you go to saying an affirmation that motivates you to think of more beautiful things. Okay, if anything today, we will increase our spirituality in one way or another today if we utilize this, because we will find that our world maybe went a little easier today because we enlisted all of them. I remember Doreen Virtue, before she decided that we were all demons. I take that back. I'm sorry. She didn't. She just changed her ways. She had a vision, and but she really talks badly of the tarot cards, but anyways, I won't go into it if you don't know her story, but I do have a deck of her cards. I love that very much. I have several of her books. I think it's profound wisdom what she wrote. So she is a very beautiful woman. There's a part of her that's very, very beautiful and sincere and loving, and that just cannot go away. It just doesn't go off. So it's not like flicking a switch. It's a part of who she is. Anyways. She wrote prayers for each individual angel, and so she was trying to get this done, and she was in the airport, and so she was writing while she was waiting for her plane, and then she wrote them while she was in the plane, and then she got to her room, she wrote a few more out, and then she thought what a beautiful day it was, and she thought her whole day was talking to the angels. Like everything went above average better for her, because she was writing all these prayers to the angels, and of course you're saying those prayers at that time. So try it. You're having a bad day, they're there for you. They'll hear you. Legends, learn from those who inspire you. I would have to almost disagree with this card today. Well, if we're face to face. Otherwise, it might be a really good avenue to follow and see, if you're thinking you're having a hard time, maybe look at somebody else who's walked that path and the challenges they had to overcome in order to be where they are today, and learn from them. And that could be somebody alive, that could be somebody who's passed. You have the opportunity to rise to great heights. Listen, learn, gain insights from those whose path you wish to follow. Gather information, do some research on your legend. Learn what is best for you right now to follow your dreams. Folk tales describe how the main personality in the legend copes with the events of everyday life. Deep within the tales is a lesson to pass on to you. The story may be of miracles, spiritual courage, and even fairy tales. The true legends, like Joan of Arc, Nelson Mandela, courageously took on battles to overcome obstacles, and I can name so many more than that. My goodness, that's just the ones listed in the book, but I know already you probably said 1 or 2 or 3. So look at their story today. Take 5 minutes, Google them, Wikipedia, check them out, see what they've been through. If they have a book out, download it or buy it and turn the pages. Whatever you do, right? See how they courageously took on battles to overcome obstacles and persevered to meet triumph and victory. The mantra is, I gather inspiration, strength, and insight from true legends. Okay, I take it back about taking that card back because it really rings true for a beautiful way that you can move your energy in a different direction. It's about understanding some of the challenges, some of the obstacles that are out there, perhaps in your path waiting for you, and how you will successfully walk through them because you've already heard somebody's story of success. You know where the tripwires are. And we have the lion, higher calling. The lion shows up today with higher calling. Come on. Get focused. If I get closer? I don't know. I had it going there for a while, huh? Oh, hang on. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. Make noble choices for your life or your tribe. That's really the sun, I believe, squaring Neptune. Okay? It's about being, having honor, having integrity, being respected because of your integrity. You say you're going to do something, you do it. You don't go around growing stories, passing on drama, passing on gossip to others. Okay? Higher calling. You have within you all the courage you need. Sometimes we have to be put into the situation. That could be a fear and anxiety that you're trying to avoid. Absolutely. So pay attention to what I just said. You have within you all the courage you need. And you do. But sometimes it takes that moment of, I've got to do this. It doesn't matter how scary it is. I've got to do this. This is the right next step. Let go of the past. Reclaim your majesty. Reclaim your power. We give our power away. We absolutely do. If you have a job, you've given some of your power away because they own the first 40 hours of every week or of your life, right? So that limits your choices. You have to work around those 40 hours or those 20 hours or those whatever, but they do get first dibs once we fill out our availability and we go to work, right? So you will find the success and contentment with those by your side. So surround yourself definitely with like-minded people. Okay, if you want to become a cop, find out where they hang out and go and just be part of the gang. Okay, you don't have to be a cop to actually show up in a public venue, right? So, or a firefighter, or a first responder, or a nurse, or a doctor, or a lawyer. Find out where these people go after their 9 to 5s and be a part of their atmosphere. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. So every choice we make does affect everybody around us, even when we think it's a very independent choice, because nothing is just perfect, right? Nothing is just right within the lines, and things affect other things. So you might think taking this job is a great thing, but it hampers helping somebody out or doing something that you normally did with somebody else. Okay, so just know that. Just know that you need to make noble choices. Okay, so sometimes you give because they're important and it's important to them. And sometimes you allow them to give. So the lion, the true strength and courage, and absolutely integrity. Now, for those of you on Patreon, so just to know, I've drawn 5 names. I will be drawing another, or if you're not on Patreon, I mean, this is the time to get in for $1 because I'm giving away 20 different reading styles for free to my Patreon members. So as a thank you for. So it's $1 a month or more if you want, but it's $1 a month. Anyways, I've I've pulled 5 names, okay, and I've got some of them done, and I haven't heard from one of yous yet. Okay, so I will be redrawing that, but if you show up after, I'm cool with it. I'll cover it. You might be on vacation, something might be happening in your life, and you can't get back to me, so I will give you a little bit of time. I will be drawing another 5 names on Monday and doing those and getting them out, and then I will be doing 5 more in between Christmas and New Year's, and I think the last 5 will probably be New Year's Eve, and I'll let you know on New Year's Day or something like that. So they're different style readings, they're numerology, they're astrology, none of them are face-to-face personal private reading where I pull out the tarot cards. But with it is kind of a roadmap so that you can kind of look ahead in your life and see where the windows of opportunity are going to be so that you can plan to utilize that energy for yourself, to open up new pathways, new experiences, new adventures. So anyways, until we meet again, remember, I do love you.